take great care to create compelling and emotionally satisfying relationships and romances and real characters and real people. And we start by asking them, what do they want out of their lives? What do they hope for? What do they strive for? And then on top of that, we can get into the vulnerable sort of, what is it like to romance that person, and what are their romantic desires like? Because I think that you need to layer it on top of a real character. We do draw on personal experience, of course, but I mean, sometimes we're also writing characters that don't have the same sexual preference that we do, or who are aliens and have scaly bodies or squishy bodies, or maybe we're the only ones that see the bits in our minds. But at any rate, we have to take what love means to us, what romance means to us, and we put that all in a petri dish. And because what love means for somebody of a different sexual preference or a different species probably feels the same. And I think that's ultimately what we're going for, is we're going for something visceral and emotional. So I think that every time we approach a new game, we want to create a new journey for this specific character, because I think that's really important. It's about the characters themselves, and if you create a unique character, if you create a character that you love and that is important to you, then you want to create a fulfilling love life for them. So where we started with all of our characters, ground zero, we asked ourselves and asked of our characters, why did you make this journey? Why did you go to sleep for 600 years and cross dark space to get to Andromeda? Because nobody just does that on a whim. That's a pretty important thing to do. So a lot of them have more complex backstories because of that, and their backstory becomes important, and so then romance kind of grows out of that. As an extension of that, what is the need for love that they have? And there are a couple characters in the game who actually are not interested in romances, and you can flirt with them and they're just like, nope, I came here to do a job, and so I'm not interested in pursuing that kind of part of my life. But then there are other characters who come to Andromeda as a fulfillment. They want to make their lives better. They want to find another home, and in searching for another home, then they want to hook up and have babies, like space babies, clinky slurpy babies maybe. The challenge with coming from a game like ME3, where, I guess Ashley and Caden joined the crew sort of from ME1, but you did have characters that you had carried along, and so by the end, by the time we were writing the party at the Citadel or writing the Citadel DLC, we felt like those characters knew each other really well, and we knew those characters really well. These characters are new to us, they're new to the audience. There's something exciting about that, but also what it means is we watch them get to know each other. Our game more and more is an action game, and there's so much fun action in the game, but then it's nice to kind of have a little downtime and sort of go in and talk to people. And I think it's really interesting to talk to these different aliens who have these different backgrounds. I think that people in general like to communicate and find out about people, and I think it's a really fun, safe world to do it. The reason that I love it is that this world is all new to me. It's like having new friends. I know that sounds so cheesy, but it really is like having new friends that you can kind of go, oh, so Liam, what's your deal? Like, oh my God, like your mom was a mechanic, and it's super fun. So I think that they really are an integral part to enjoying Mass Effect Andromeda, and I hope that the fans do too.